Hey, what's up guys, Kashilembo here, and today we're talking about vintage lenses and some of their characteristics and authentic styles that you can't really get from modern lenses. I also have to say I have a very nice giveaway waiting for you at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. This here was the legend Roger Deakins' ever first camera, and if you're wondering how I know, I was lucky to interview him.
What was your first camera when you started?
My first camera was stills camera was a Praktika with a Solinger lens, which was a plastic lens. It was really cheap.
And I basically asked him a few questions, so I'm going to post that video later, so make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell icon so you'll not miss when I post that video. Now let's talk vintage lenses. I got into the vintage lenses way back when I was at film school. I had a lecture called and he had a set of Geko AIS with 5D Mark II, which was the best DSLR in that time. It was full frame, it shot 1080. You could also go in a picture profile and play around with the settings and get an almost flat looking image from the 5D. Obviously my lecturer was way ahead of his game and he was on vintage lenses more than anyone I know. He used to come around and tell me, you need to buy these lenses because they add up in value, and you won't be able to find them in the future. But I really never cared until one day he said, hey, why don't you borrow my 5D Mark II and take it with you over the weekend? I remember being way so excited, and I remember taking this camera in my local park, and the first lens that I ever tried was the Geko 55mm f1.2, and I fell in love with the lenses. And I remember coming back at uni with the 5D Mark II with his Geko AIS, very excited, and I was like, hey, tell me more about these lenses. And here I am 7 years later, I'm telling you to get some of these lenses because there are need for lenses that cover full frame, lenses that have a different characteristics, and these lenses are currently being used in some Hollywood productions. So having some of these lenses in your lens kit is the best thing you can do, especially when they are still available. And I don't want you to want these lenses when they are no longer available. So I invite you to research which vintage lenses has your favorite characteristics that serves you best as a filmmaker, because someday you might want to tell a historic or period story. So pairing your camera with period lenses, it's something great because it gives you these unique characteristics that you can't really get from modern lenses. What makes these vintage lenses very unique is their personality and their stylish look. Some of them are very soft and don't look very computerized comparing to modern lenses that are often too sharp or too perfect. Their imperfections are unique, starting from contrast, distortion, chromatic aberration, illumination, color fidelity, vignetting, bokeh, and flaring. And all these imperfections from these lenses result in creating this look that we call the vintage look, which to me is a mixture of small lens imperfections that make its own distinct look that we can't replicate or create with modern lenses. But that doesn't make modern lenses inferior or vintage lenses superior. It's just two different lenses with their own characteristics that can be used to tell different stories. And you can create some very nice and stylized image if you have time, imagination, good lighting, and good composition skill. I sometimes prefer to use vintage lenses because of their texture and their nostalgic look, comparing to modern lenses that look way too clean and way too perfect. I'm just going to show you a few clips I shot with a set of vintage anamorphic lenses. I'm also going to add some from another shoot that I did with spherical lenses. This is just so you see how good are these lenses and if they work for you or if they produce a characteristic that you really want. So let's watch this and get back to this video later.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me.
watching that, I'm sure you've seen how good these lenses could be if they land in the right hand, especially when you pair them with the best cameras out there. You can easily get a set of vintage lenses that produce your desirable look. When it comes to buying these lenses, there's so many things that I usually look for. The first thing that I usually ask the seller is to send me the picture of the front nose and the back, so I can see how well he's been taking care of the lens. I also have to ask those pictures to be very close up, so I can see if there's any scratches, fungus, or any hairs, because that makes this lens lose its value. And another thing that I do very often, I ask if they've used the lens. I want to see what they've done with the lens. If there's videos, please send them to me. That's just for me to judge the lens. And if there's no video, obviously, if the guy live close to you or if you can see them, that is even better. And one thing that I prefer to do, I prefer to buy from consumer to consumer, because reseller, they buy these lenses and they resell them at a very hefty price, which I don't really like. The second thing that I do right after getting that eBay package is I make sure I check the lens again very close, because you know, when you buy these lenses online, yes, you ask them for video, they send you video, you ask them for pictures, they send pictures, but I have to do the last check, which is I hold my lens and shine the torch inside. As you can see, I can honestly see all the small details and all the small scratches with this Helios 85mm f1.5. Doesn't have any scratch because I've had this lenses for 7 years now and I've used it on multiple shoots. So when you buy your lenses or when you receive your lenses, make sure you look at the lens and you check all the light, you shine the light inside, and you'll be able to see all the small scratch. And the last thing that I usually do is to check how smooth is the focus ring and the aperture, because I remember buying a Lomo lens on eBay and the guy said it was very good, and when he sent the lens, the aperture ring was stuck and I didn't really want to keep the lens, so I had to send it back. So most of the time after you finish checking the pictures, when you finish checking with your torch, you then have to see how is the lens itself. So if the focus ring is very smooth, that's good, and if the aperture ring is very smooth, that is very good. So again, thank you so much for watching. That's it for today, and I just want to let you know that the lens that is filming me right now, it is another vintage lens that I do love so much. And let's do a little vintage flare for you to see. I know you guys love JJ Abraham style, so yeah, this is a vintage lenses that was filming me. So thank you so much for watching, and if you saw some clips and you want to know what lens there was shot on, please let me know or comment below and I'll be able to tell you. Or if you want me to simply pick the best vintage lenses in my collection, again, just comment below and I will tell you. And I know I mentioned there's going to be a nice giveaway waiting for you at the end of this video, and now let's do the giveaway. So guys, I'm giving away to one lucky subscriber this amazing Canon 24mm f2.8. This lens is in very good shape and it's a very popular Canon FD, and this is not the only thing I'm giving away, right? Second thing that I'm giving away is another Canon 50mm SSC, and both of these lenses are SSC. This is f1.4, so very good in low light. And what does SSC mean? Super spectra coating. What does that mean? Multi coating. What does that mean? Basically it means for you to get your hand on these lenses, all you have to do, you have to like this video, you have to subscribe, and you have to click the first link in the description, which is going to take you to my Instagram, and then you have to follow your boy over there, and then you can come back here and comment below the reason why you think you should win these lenses, or if you want to DM me the reason why you think you want to win these lenses. That is up to you. The most valid reasons win. And I'm gonna say that one more time. So for you to get your hand to this beautiful super spectra coating lenses, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and comment or DM me the reason why you feel like you should win these lenses, and good luck. I'll be able to send these lenses to one lucky winner with the amount. So if you win, let me know what camera you use and I'll be able to ship this to you with no extra cost. So good luck and see you later. If you like this video and got value from this content, please make sure you like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell icon, because you don't want to miss when I post a video like this. So see you later.